Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of I Am Latoya Renee. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, hey y'all, today is my week 60 weight loss update.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding.
Okay guys, week 60 of working on my weight. Some more good things have happened. I know in the previous couple of videos, there was a lot of uncertainty and there were a lot of shifts in my body. We are on the mend, thank goodness. And we are losing the weight that I previously was concerned about that I had gained. Backing up to last week in week 59, I mentioned that I was retaining a lot of fluid, particularly in my legs, in my ankles and feet, and I was placed on Lasix. And as a result, I had lost 9 pounds in week 59. Fast forwarding to now, I've lost an additional 5 pounds in week 60. It was all while still being on Lasix. We are still working to figure out why I'm retaining fluid all of a sudden. I actually go and meet with my doctor again tomorrow and do some more lab work and things like that. But it is very obvious that a lot of the weight gain that I experienced between July and August was due to water retention, which is good and bad. You know, initially I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gaining weight. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Oh my God, you know, the tools that I had in my toolkit as far as making sure that I'm eating well and exercising enough, maybe it's not enough. And there was like a lot of doubt in if I could maintain the weight that I had lost. And I'm happy to report that that actually probably wasn't the case. I didn't gain fat, I gained water. And if you can imagine, that's a lot to carry around on you. It's very uncomfortable. I feel very uncomfortable, very bloated, very heavy. And I'm so happy to have all of that off of me. But like I said before, it is puzzling as to why that occurred, particularly at this stage in my weight loss journey. So we're working through that. May or may not have an answer for you in week 61, who knows? But the key thing is that the Lasix did help me lose 14 pounds between 2 weeks, probably less than 2 weeks. So I am happy and grateful for that. I am currently sitting at 167 pounds. If you're new here, I'm going to go ahead and let you know for reference, I am 5 feet 9 inches tall. I began my weight loss journey with Wegovy and then eventually switched to compounded semaglutide, and I have since been off of compounded semaglutide since May of 2025, and it is currently August of 2025. So I've been off all summer essentially, and I am doing well. I've gained a little bit of weight, but nothing too crazy. My BMI is still pretty low. Everything is looking okay from a metric standpoint, and so I'm happy with that. And I'm more happy that I've got all this water weight off of me, because it was enough that I had to go up a size in like my work pants, you know, because the work pants that I typically wear, they were mediums. I needed to go up to a large because they were too tight on my thighs, too tight on my belly, those things. And so I'm happy that I'm back down to the medium because I have more medium clothes, and you know, I'd like to, you know, have more options as far as what I can wear and not be so limited. So I'm grateful for that. I did work out a couple times in week 60, not a lot. I worked a lot kind of in week 60. You know, I had my 5-day in a row stretch that I actually did not complete. I ended up not going the last day because I felt so bad. Medically and physically, y'all been here, y'all know the last couple weeks I haven't felt great, but I am starting to improve quite a bit. So anyway, that's besides the point. I worked more during this week than the previous week, therefore I didn't go to the gym as much as I would have liked. I think I just went 2 or 3 times, but I did make sure to incorporate not only weight training but also cardio. Food wise, I did incorporate a little bit more fruits and vegetables. Had some broccoli, some green beans. Wanted to make sure that I was helping my digestive tract do what it needed to do, so I definitely had a lot of green vegetables in week 60. I've also had a few smoothies in week 60. I just wrapped up a smoothie just now, actually. And so I did do that. I did continue to drink more water than I typically do. I did not drink the whole gallon like I had in the previous week every day, because that became too much, and it's not sustainable. But I have at least started drinking more water than I had prior to making these changes in the last couple of weeks. Focused a lot on my protein, had more protein shakes in week 60 as well. I think overall week 60 was a good week, other than just feeling a little ill. I'm now at a better weight, a more comfortable weight for myself, so I am grateful for that. I'm able to get into the clothes that I would like to be in, so grateful for that. Happy to know that I didn't just like ruin all the work that the compounded medications did for me as far as weight loss, you know, because I was feeling a little defeated. I had got as high as 180, guys, over these last couple of weeks, and now I'm down to 167. So I'm happy that I'm down to 167. I'm happy that it wasn't me per se who did anything crazy, because I honestly wasn't eating like a lot of like sweets and things like that. So I was puzzled and like really frustrated. So I'm glad that I know that it wasn't, you know, because of me, my lack of control as far as intake is concerned. I'm happy to know that it was fluid buildup. We just got to figure out why fluid was building up. Right. I'll be bringing you new content here very, very soon. If you like what you're seeing, I want you to make sure that you hit the like button as well as the subscribe button, so that when new content does post, you are one of the first people to see it. It also helps this channel grow, guys, which I'm so excited. I'm so pleased, so thrilled that we are over the 2,000 subscriber mark. That is so dope, because it just lets me know that I'm doing something that matters to people, and that what I have to say is valuable. And I love that, because that's the sole reason I'm on YouTube. And so we are slightly over 2,000. Matter of fact, let's take a look and see exactly where we are. We are at, let's see, 2,077 subscribers. So that is super dope. I just feel so blessed, quite honestly, because I remember when I hit 100 subscribers, you know, and now we're well past that. So I just want to shout y'all out. Thank y'all for tuning into me day in and day out, for listening to me talk about my health and about a little bit about my life and my faith. I really appreciate that. And of course, I'm going to bring you new content here soon. I've got more things in the works that I cannot wait to share with you guys. So stay tuned for that. Until then, I love each and every one of you guys. Bye.